And while in other news, fast-paced developments are taking place as far as the Kerala gold smuggling racket probe is concerned. Republic TV this morning accessed a very explosive letter. This was a letter which was in fact an approval signed by the UAE attaché, which in fact makes it very clear that the UAE attaché gave approval to the prime accused to use the diplomatic channel for smuggling the gold in. The letter is now the biggest headline, the biggest talking point for the day, because diplomatic channels being misused is extremely clear from what we've picked up today itself. So fast-paced developments taking place as far as the Kerala gold smuggling probe is concerned. Sagai Raj will be joining us in just a bit to take us through the contents of the letter that we have accessed, because it makes one thing very clear. That a deeper investigation that needs to be looked into. Sagai Raj is with us. Sagai, if you could just tell us about these two people that we're talking about, the UAE attaché and the prime accused who apparently currently is in UAE, and what is the letter revealing exactly?
See, we have got access to the letter where clearly shows that Faisal Farid, who was traveling in Emirates flight, was given some of the other privileges while traveling in that, and that clearly shows that they have misused the office of UAE consulate here in Delhi, as well as back in UAE, where they had got a clear path for them to get away with any kind of consignment. And this clearly indicates that there is some of the other nexus which is being connected with these accused who have involved in this gold smuggling scam, as well as the bureaucrats and the officials of Kerala government, as well as back in UAE as well. See, Republic was the first channel to break that there was a parallel investigation which has been ordered by UAE, and this particular revelation clearly exposes the kind of relationship these people have. Remember, apart from Swapna Suresh, there is one more accused who has been arrested, that is Sarit Nair. Sarit Nair was also working in UAE consulate, but he was being removed from UAE consulate 2 to 3 months back. But still, he was using the connection, he was still connected with Swapna Suresh, and he was using the influence and the name of UAE consulate whenever they try to get the consignment from UAE to Kerala. A similar kind of modus of operandi was involved from a longer time, even though they were out of power, and they were trying to use the power of consulate and ensure that the consignment which is being carried from UAE to Kerala get away very easily. So probably we will get to know what was exactly the motive behind of getting this particular gold, and how a Hawala company in Hyderabad have helped, because the NIA agency is also investigating the connection of a company which have transferred the money through Hawala from Hyderabad. Back to you.
Yes. Well, the probe is taking place on multiple levels, Sagai Raj. The investigating agencies are looking into a terror funding angle. They're looking at money laundering as well. Now also a Hawala racket that is possibly coming to light. So all of those angles that are being probed. But this also becomes extremely crucial, because this UAE attaché has apparently fled India. Now someone within the system could possibly be helping these diplomats, is why this becomes extremely crucial, and this particular development is the latest proof of how big this scam is really turning out to be.
Absolutely. The day one when this particular news came to light, the opposition party, that is BJP and Congress, were trying to cash in the situation. In fact, BJP chief of Kerala, Surendran, had demanded that there should be, whichever the investigation is going to investigate, they should go ahead and try to get access of phone calls of few bureaucrats as well as the ministers. And subsequently, what we have seen by NIA was that when they try to get the call records, which was being again accessed by Republic exclusively, showed that there were several calls which was being made to the bureaucrats as well as the ministers of Kerala by Swapna Suresh as well as Sarit Nair. So this clearly indicates the nexus and the connection of these guys with the ministers and with the bureaucrats seem to be existing from such a long time, and definitely they would have used that influence to get away in many of the cases. Remember, Sarit Nair have confronted that they were involved in this particular scam from a long time. And he also went on to say that the entire plan was done in the Principal Secretary's residence, Shiv Shankar's resident in Thiruvananthapuram, and they also claim that he was nowhere involved, he was not aware. But still, there is some of the other way of influence which try to bail out these guys when these cases came out.
Yes.
In fact, what we get to learn from our sources is there were several calls which were being made to Customs Department to bail out Sarita Nair as well as Sapna Suresh and Sarit Nair on this in this particular case.
Absolutely. The Pinarayi Vijayan government has certainly been stung by this high-profile multi-crore gold smuggling scam. The opposition certainly upping its ante as far as this latest scam is concerned, because crores are involved in a terror funding angle also that is being looked at. Let's listen into what KG Alphonse of the BJP has to say, Sagai.
One of the people who's just been, I think, found to be involved, he's in fact the Chief Minister's fellow. Yeah, I mean, he's the one key advisor advising the Chief Minister. So many people, just not one senior IAS officer who's just not an IAS officer, but Principal Secretary who was running the entire administration of the state of Kerala. Now, the whole question is how long this has been going on. And I'm sure this money, which is realized from gold smuggling, is going towards promotion of anti-India activities, terrorism, very simple. See, Kerala has been the crucible of terrorism for a long time. Even those who have been caught in Kashmir and various other places, we have traced back the routes to Kerala. And therefore, a massive anti-India operation has been going on from the Chief Minister's office. And obviously, he has to quit, he has to resign.